What up, dweebs? Um, yes, dweebs this time. Uh, Hi. It's Today was pretty cool. Uh, I applied for a job and I emailed back, which you know, compared to all the other job applications I did, this is a big step because they actually emailed back. And I responded again, so I'm just waiting on that. Hopefully, hopefully we get this. I need a job. I desperately need a job. I need to start saving up for the future I want. Um, I studied out. I studied with a friend in a cafe. It was pretty fun. Food was good, really good. I'll show you guys. Um, what what the food was. Hold on, let me photos to here. I had a That's a grilled chicken sandwich with side salad, and also had a drink. It was called the Winter Spritz something. I forgot. Uh, I didn't expect it to be that red, but it had watermelon and it was s- um carbonated, which I did not expect. Yeah, I studied because again, there's the mock boards on Saturday, which the deal our professor gave us is if all of us reach over 70 in the score, he's buying us pizza, and I want to get pizza because I haven't had pizza in a long time. Um, oh, I think this is kind of a cool structure, right? The intro, and then I do a little catch up with what's happening with me, and then we talk about the thing, the topic of conversation with these type of videos, and then we end it off with something I don't know yet. We just end it off with something. Uh, you you're if you notice, it's dark. This is the after hours episode. uh, no, it's not. I just realized that after hour episodes usually mean episodes that are not topics they're not safe for work. I don't know if we'll ever talk about um those things here. Maybe at some point. Who knows? But um I'm just on my usual stuff here right now. Um okay, well that was the day. Pretty okay, above average day, I'd say. Uh, but I should really lay out a topic every time, so because this is uncut and unedited stuff. There's gonna be so much dead silence if I don't have a topic beforehand. Um, okay, let's talk about I think we're gonna keep coming back to this a lot, and so let's talk about love, which is gosh, I don't want to be in love, but um I like the concept of love. Well, at least the concept I believe in, because I mentioned like 2 episodes ago that I am a romantic. So I am very, it's a very fantasy, but I like to think that whatever we make love to be within our hearts and minds, that's what it will be when we actually do it. um, at least I've been practicing it uh, back then. Uh, but let's not get into that. Let's talk about do you fight should you fight for love, or should you fight for love, or you shouldn't you huh? What? I'm sorry. I'm tired. I use my brain a lot today. Uh should you fight for love, or is love something to be fought for? That's a better question. Is love something to be fought for? Because in some cases, yes, um, if you really love someone, something, you you do your best to attain it, or express it to someone, even if it's hard, even if it's gosh darn difficult. I think I think yeah. So in some cases, you should fight for love, but but inherently, I don't think love something is something that you should fight for. I came across this quote a while ago while I was on the throne. Um, it said that you know the notion that uh, there's a right love, wrong time, or right time, wrong love type of thing. I don't necessarily buy into that thinking or that uh, notion, because I believe, and this is where the quote comes in, because that's currently my belief in what love is. Uh, Love arrives at the right time, and love leaves at the right time. And I'll read you the quote. It's pretty. It was. I was when I read it, I was like, god damn it. Okay, here it is. Maybe love stays. Maybe love can't. Maybe love shouldn't. Love arrives exactly when love is supposed to, and love leaves exactly when love must. When love sorry, I said quote, but this whole ass spiel. Anyway, when love arrives, say welcome, make yourself comfortable. If love leaves, ask it to leave the door open behind. Turn off the music, listen to the quiet, and whisper thank you for stopping by. And I think that's such a good way to think about or to perceive love. It's there, and I believe that there is a love that stays permanently, you know. And there are types of love that are meant to teach you things, as unfortunate as that may be, because I'm pretty sure we've had people we thought would last a lifetime, people we've loved that we thought couldn't do the things they did when uh, you parted ways, right? That most of us have experienced that. Um, and I think it still holds a certain bit of beauty no matter how it ends, because you two basically wrote a book. If it ended bad, then it's a sad love story, right? But it's still a love story. And if it ends good, then that's it. That you just made the best book for you. You did the magnum opus of both of your lives, wrapped in your neat love story. I, I'm gonna sound super cheesy in this episode, But you know, again, life's short. Do not hold back on things that you feel, or just don't hold back. Well, keep it within reason. Just because you feel something doesn't mean you go gung ho with those feelings. Okay, keep it within reason. If you feel like it's not the right thing to do, don't do it. Still calculate the consequences. But if your heart speaks to you, fuck it, do it. Um. Anyway, yes, it is gonna be very cheesy, very sappy. It's very sentimental because, yeah, we've established this. Um, I think once, because I've had, and gosh, I don't really want to talk about it that much because I don't want to sound like I want to bring it up every time I have the chance to. But there's just so much that my past relationship taught me, so it's kind of a good basis for me. But again, it's not because I necessarily want to talk about it. Okay, it's not because of that. It's just within our topics, I have firsthand experience that I can impart. And yeah, yeah. They asked if the dog was here. He likes it in my room. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I've had firsthand experience, and it was a long relationship. Okay, so I've experienced a lot in that partnership. Um, I would like to say the good definitely outweighs the bad in what we had, me and that person. Now for this is 4 months later. We broke up recently, so this is 4 months later. As of now, no, no, not really. Maybe how many days? 9 more days, and it'll be 4 months later. Um. Anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah. Yeah. At this point, with how much I've grown, and I have grown pretty satisfyingly. Uh, I would like to. No, I know the good outweighs the bad. The end was pretty shitty. I'm not gonna lie. I would not want to go through that again. But the good definitely outweighs the bad now that I think about it. And at least there's that to hold on to. It doesn't. It's not leaving me bitter about the whole relationship anymore. I can look back and say, "Wow, that was nice. That was it was a long time. We were together for a long time, and I don't see it as a waste of time. I see it as I, I I'm okay. Let me be a little open here. That relationship made me feel seen in a way I never thought I could be. Um, I I was admittedly, I was still scared to be myself, and that's just cause I think most of us are scared to be our real selves when we feel like we have to be, and that's a journey, a very personal journey that none of us can dictate how we go about it, right? But now that I'm here and in the place where I am, I can confidently say I'm there. I'm who I am. I'm not. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm definitely scared. I still get the lingering thoughts of, oh gosh, do I actually want to be perceived? Um, am I up to people's standards? Those kind of things, the irrational thoughts. But they don't last long. Anyway, yeah, the relationship was a the very first one that made me feel seen. It was a nice place to be. It was home. It was home for majority of the relationship. It was good. Um, and I hope I was the same to that person. I hope that how I felt within the relationship was also how they felt. Because now I'm not sure. I'm not saying I did bad things in the relationship. I'm pretty sure I did good, but I just hope how it is for me, it was the same for her. Uh, anyway, yeah, it made me feel seen. Um, made me feel at home. Made me feel safe. Uh, safe enough to be myself. Sometimes, I was still walls up. Unconsciously walls up. Okay. Um, very stubborn at times. I was very stubborn at times. Uh, both of us, I think. I So the growth I'm having now is really, it's kind of weird, no, that you grow a lot after a relationship when you could have grown within the relationship. Uh, and I'm not discrediting the effort that both of us did. We both did our fair share of growing and learning to be with each other in the relationship. But I guess there's only so much that can do when you're with someone you're on a journey of learning with, maybe me and her were just, we just needed each other at the correct time to learn things about ourselves that we didn't know before. And by the end, when it ended, no matter how it ended, I, I, I guess I wouldn't be here if it didn't end. And I don't know how she is now. I don't check anymore. I stopped checking 2 months ago, I think. Uh, I hope she's in a better place. I hope she's doing the things she wanted to do, maybe even more. Uh, I can only really wish for happiness for that person, because what's the point of being bitter, right? Like, sure, they hurt me. I'm sure I've hurt them too in some capacity, but what's the point in asking for them to be brought down, right? What's the point of that? What's the goal? So, this is not for a general sense, by the way. This is just me, how I feel about what happened to us. There are relationships out there that you're very justified to wish the downfall of your ex partner because of how they made you feel. It might be super toxic, but I just, I've said this before. I'll say it again. I haven't said it here, but I've said this before to myself and to my friends. I cannot hold any capacity of resentment or hate for my ex partner, and I think that's one of the beauties of uh, having felt um that kind of love. I'm not saying I still love her. Okay, this is not in any capacity me still having feelings for her in that way. I'm just saying that's how much I love her. Okay, I don't love her anymore. Um, I feel like I have to explain that because people I know will watch this video, and probably people she knows. I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't know. But that's a just in case. Okay, I'm fine. I don't want to be with her, and I'm not looking to be with her. I'm happy. I'm happy alone, and I hope she's happy doing whatever she's doing right now. I don't know because I don't know. Um, but yeah, if me talking like this about my relationship that ended 4 months ago doesn't show that um the good in that relationship outweighs the bad, then I don't know. Because if the good didn't outweigh the bad, I wouldn't be glazing the relationship this much. Um, but anyway, uh, I kind of went off there. But no, just kidding aside, it was a good relationship. I hope she's happy. I'm happy. We're done. This is me just letting out things and using them as, valuable insight into what love could be, because it felt like a peak. That my relationship with my ex-partner felt like a peak into what my relationship with the one would be. Probably even more. um yeah, it just felt like a peak. And uh reiterating things, we met each other at the right time, spent the right amount of time together to know what we don't want, to know what we want, and then left each parted ways with, proper knowledge about how we're gonna go about um life, basically. If not just how we're gonna be as partners. Again, I don't know what's going on with her life, so I can only hope for the best. um But yeah, there you go. Some of Nah, there's no point in saying that. What was the topic? I, I kind of, went and talked about a whole different thing there. I just talked about my past relationship. Um. Okay, I'll just explain this. In one of the videos I uploaded, I said that once you feel a love that you can't explain why you feel that way towards that person, because there's no reason attached to it. Um, there's no specific thing about them that you really love. That's why you love them. You can love so many things about this person. You can love specific things about this person, but that's not the whole reason why you love them. You just If you feel like you just can't explain why you love them, you just love them. That to me is, that's it. You're experiencing it. You're in the shit, basically the good shit um of love. You're experiencing purity, I would say, because that's how I felt. Every time they asked me how I felt or why I love them, I just said, I don't know, I just do. Now, I don't know about anyone else, but if someone told me that, I'd be like, oh shit, this is it. Because some people might not be satisfied with that explanation. And that's not to their fault. Maybe they just want more words, and that's totally valid. um but yeah, that's I when you once you feel that way towards someone, that's it. At least that's my take on it. You could totally love someone and have your love towards them attached to a reason, and that could still be true love. That's the whole point of love. It's subjective to the point that it works no matter what. I've seen relationships that are so bad, yet they're still together. Because why the reason why? They love each other. That's always been the reason. And oh my gosh, have I seen bad relationships um online, in shows. What does it all boil down to whenever why they won't separate, right? It's cuz they love each other. And that's where the nuance is. Um there's the sort of beauty in that if you decide to dig deeper. Um I take a shot every time I say shot of water. I don't want you guys getting drunk. Anyway, I think that's it. I think that's all I can say. I'll update you guys with the job application. I hope I get it. It's funny because I'm in the field of psychology, but the job is a full-time barista and I don't even like coffee. So, you know, barista who doesn't like coffee. What a trope. um yeah, I hope I get in. I'll be able to buy the stuff I want, save up for the life I want. Also, going to enroll into a driving school soon. Finally, have the money to do that. So, yay. And yeah, um, please don't take this video weird. I'm There's a lot of over explaining, and I'm very aware of that. I'm okay. I've moved on. That was I just it's just I have firsthand experience, and I wanna share that. Okay? No one misinterpret this. Please. I'm very look, I'm fine. I'm fine alone. Uh yeah. Also I'm playing Lurkana again this Friday. Yeah, that's all. We're hitting 30-minute mark here. Um anyway, I hope ah good night, good morning, good afternoon. Take care going to work, take care going to school, eat well, sleep well, and do that thing you've been wanting to do. It's gonna be great. Bye bye.